checkpoint controversy. A Florida lawyer speaking out against DUI checkpoints, saying that they violate your constitutional rights. He says he's seen too many people falsely arrested and argues that the stops are illegal. As 4 in Your Corner's Gabrielle Saran reports, law enforcement says that's not the case and that the attorney's advice is cause for concern.
Amy, investigators say drivers must comply in order to make the checkpoints work, meaning they must speak to the officer approaching them if they ask them any questions. But one South Florida lawyer says not so fast. He says if you hold up this card, you don't have to speak with police or even roll down your window.
We're coming up, and it looks like I'm not sure they're going to stop us this time either.
It's this video at a South Florida DUI checkpoint that's getting a lot of attention and backlash from law enforcement. Watch as this lawyer reaches the checkpoint. An officer approaches him, but the man holds up this card. It says, "I remain silent, no searches, I want my lawyer." Then another officer comes by and the man holds up his license. The officers wave and the attorney drives away. He says he's actually complying with the checkpoint.
They tell us to stop, we stop. They ask to see our license, we show them our license. They ask to see any other papers, we show them our papers. It's when they ask us to roll down our window that we start to have a problem.
That's when the attorney behind the tactic says you do have to comply. But unless that request is made, you have the right to assert your Fourth Amendment right to be free from unreasonable search and seizure by just displaying your license on your window and making it clear you have the right to remain silent.
So the idea of the card is you're able to assert your right to remain silent without having to speak.
But law enforcement says the point of DUI checkpoints is never to violate anyone's rights, but to keep the roads safe from drunk drivers. Other opponents of the tactic say displaying the flyer draws attention to you, which could make you more of a target. But the attorney behind the video says it comes down to too many innocent people getting arrested for DUI.
Even with no drinks at all, you can take a Tylenol, they could say you're impaired by it. You could have nothing in your system whatsoever, and you could be accused of driving while impaired.
I reached out to Lee County Sheriff Mike Scott for a comment, but he was unavailable. I also called Mothers Against Drunk Driving, but organizers could not talk about the tactics. Gabrielle Saran, Fox 4, in your corner.
All right, thank you, Gabrielle. Now we want to know, what do you think about this attorney's logic on these DUI checkpoints? Do you agree that they violate your rights, or do you support law enforcement's use of them? Give us a call with your thoughts, 206-FOX-4, or email us news@fox4now.com.